So I think we are live streaming on Facebook. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. We're really pleased to see you all today live. It's 5 o'clock here. It's midday with you in the States, or depending on where you are, various other times. And it's great to see you all today. And we're really, really excited to have Mia Bertelli here to share a song with us today. It's going to be wonderful. And I've just been having a pre-show chat with her about all the amazing things that she's doing. So yeah, brilliant, brilliant to see everyone. And and thank you so much, Anna, our tech for today from Carpe Diem Arts. And a wave to Anna where she is. Oh, wow, loads and loads of people. This is fantastic. If Anna's going to give me the thumbs up, I think I'm going to start saying hello to people. Is that right? Yeah, good. 2 thumbs. That means definitely. Okay, hello to Arlene and hello to Annette. Hi to Brian. Hello to Pauline, who's in Newcastle in the UK, a few hundred miles that way. Hi to Sheila in Florida. Oh, hi to Curly Tops. I think I can see one Curly Top today. Yeah, great. Hi. Hi to Mabel and Bears. There's two Bears. And Jenny here in Suffolk. Hi to you too. Hello to Susan G. 292 Days, Caroline, boys. And hi to Delhi. Hi to Sherry in New Hampshire. Hi to Hodder. And hi to Deborah in Kentucky. Janet Coralam in Suffolk, just down the road from Jenny. Literally just down the road. Hi to Kate Galloway. And hi to Kevin, who's grooving in. And I can't see quite where he's grooving. But there we go. He's grooving somewhere. Hi to Caroline in DC and Kathleen in Albuquerque. Hi to Kathy in Virginia. Hi to Bob. Hi to James Harkless. Hi to Storm and Julie Alexander. Hi to Luda in Victoria, BC, and Nancy, our bovine friend. Hi to Vicky Solomon. Hi to Ruth in Birmingham in the UK. Hi to Susan Miller in Seattle and Jim in New York City and Kathy in upstate New York. Hi to Kevin. Kevin Ennis, 792, has got the number of the day. Brilliant. Welcome to you. And Ralph in Victoria. And Nancy Schimmel in CA. And Gary. Hi to Amanda, Alex, and Miles. Hi to Kathy in Arapaho in Shay, and I can't see the end of that word. And hi to Bob, who's outside. I guess that means outside in the world in MA. Hi to Aloysius. Hi to Bronwyn in Victoria, BC, and Loriana. Hi to, somebody that I can't see. Hi to Kat Cox in Vermont, I think, and LMG. Hi to Lisa in Vancouver and Fred Stolnitz. Hi to Bob Albany in New York City. And I'm just going to make sure I've got everybody there. I think that is everyone. Okay, do wave at me if I haven't said your name, but I think that might be it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to introduce Mia Bertelli now, who's a wonderful singer and violinist, a harmonizer. I think someone with a real passion for music and singing, all of the things that can bring and how it brings people together. And she's sung and played with lots of wonderful people, including Village and Northern Harmony. And it's a great pleasure to meet her. So welcome, Mia.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here with everybody.
Yeah, it's great to have you. And so we were just talking a little bit before we went live about the songs that you were choosing and how you went about choosing the one that you're going to sing with us today. So yeah, if you want to tell us a bit about that, that'd be great.
Yeah, yeah, I'd love to. It's been an intense week in my life personally, and it's been an intense week in the world. And I often put a lot of pressure on myself to find the perfect song for the moment, right? The song that does everything that we need it to, that allows us to grieve when we need to grieve, but that also encourages us to celebrate and to find, um, whatever we need to focus on the kind of growth we need in that moment, to
Yeah.
whatever's needed, which changes a
Mm.
lot. And this week I just was like, looked at my repertoire and was like, none of this feels like what I need. And sometimes that happens. And for this reason, I'm so glad that people keep writing new songs because the world keeps asking for new things. And I ended up landing on this song that my friend Bennett Konesni wrote called Both And I really appreciate it just for the space that it makes for a lot of possibility that we don't often allow ourselves. Um, and especially when so much is so divisive and we keep ourselves in humans are hard on ourselves, we really
Mm.
like don't always make it easy to be everything that we are and to see all the possibilities. And so that's one of the reasons that I thought this song might be a good one for today. And it's call and response, which makes it really easy to plug into. So
Sounds really good. So yeah, lovely. So yeah, in your own time, you can share it with us.
perfect. Okay. I'm just going to. I wish I had a. I texted my friend Bennett to see where he was today, and he's driving actually back to Maine, but wasn't going to be passing through Portland quite at the right time to be able to do the call and response. So
Oh,
I'm going
that's
to
a
do them
shame.
both. I know, I know, that would have been fun. Um, so I'm going to do them both, but know that one is me and one is you. Um, so I think, oh yeah, and great, there are the lyrics in the chat, but you really probably don't even need them because it is call and response. So I'll sing a line and then you can sing it back, and that is literally built into the framework of the song.
Wonderful.
Well, is it black or white? Well, is it black or white? And is it day or night? Is it day or night? Is the dawn the day's beginning or evening's end? Is the dawn the day's beginning or evening's end? Is it unjust or fair? Is it unjust or fair? Is it land or air? Is it land or air? Is the delta the old river or the new sea? Is the delta the old river or the new sea? And the more I think about it all, I find it's both and the more I think about it all, I find it's both and. So that's the chorus. Um, is this like pace and call and response working for folks, or do you want? Okay, great. I'll just carry on then. So, are you blue or red? Are you blue or red? Are you alive or dead? Are you alive or dead? Is the winter the end of fall or the beginning of spring? Is the winter the end of fall or the beginning of spring? Are you asleep or awake? Are you asleep or awake? Will you give or take? And will you give or take? And is life a box of chocolates or a can of worms? Is life a box of chocolates or a can of worms? And the more I think about it all, I find it's both and the more I think about it all, I find it's both and. Well, are you in or are you out? Are you in or are you out? Will you whisper or shout? Will you whisper or shout? Is a rest an empty space or a silent note? Is a rest an empty space or a silent note? And as you live and die, will you laugh? laugh or cry? Will you laugh or cry? Will you sing a celebration or dirge? Will you sing a celebration or dirge? And the more I think about it all, I find it's both, both and the more I think about it all, I find it's both, both and the more I think about it all, I find it's both, both and the more I think about it all, I find it's both oh, it's both oh, it's both
Fantastic. What a beautiful song and beautifully sung.
Thank you. It's so beautiful to see you all singing too. I really was like just loving everybody's faces. I feel like I can hear you through the screen, so thank you for singing with me.
Great. Fantastic. It's beautiful. Yeah, and a really beautiful sound in your voice, that kind of amazing sound I love, which is the kind of it's the a kind of light northern harmony, beautiful, tuneful, flexible, amazing voice with lots
Mm.
of heart. It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, great sound, Mia. Thank you. Yeah, so uh, when we were talking earlier, it sounds like you've got quite a lot of things coming up in July. But also, I just wanted to ask you because I know on Daily Antidote of Song last week, all the guests were from Northern Harmony and particularly dedicating things to Larry Gordon, who passed away a few months ago and was a very dear song leader, I know to you and to lots of people. But you were actually at the memorial weekend that has just gone, I think, wasn't it, for Larry? So I'm sure people would love to hear a little bit about that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty epic, right? Like, you know, there this organization's been going on since the late 80s, and there are people who've been singing with Northern Harmony since then, and Village Harmony, and of course not every person who's ever sung with the organization came, but it was a yeah, huge turnout, and like so special to have that gathering of like kind of intergenerational sections of Village Harmony and Northern Harmony there. And um, we spent all the first day singing together and just connecting, and you could see people you hadn't seen in 10 or 20 years or something. And then the second day was a concert, and like having all these people come together who had been um, all these little projects that had been seeded through connections made through Village Harmony and Northern Harmony, was so neat. And there was a group of 90s Village Harmony singers who all sang together, and like that honestly like stole the show for me. It brought back all the nostalgia of the early days, and
Really?
it was just beautiful. It was really beautiful and gracefully organized, and really a pleasure to be a part of.
Wow, wonderful to hear about that, and just to share something with everybody here, and the connections, the amazing connections between people in these singing communities. That I think Mia, you sang a song called Orchard with Brendan Taff for Larry's memorial, and actually that song was a song that we commissioned here in the UK, Brendan to write. So all these fantastic links that find themselves on the Daily Antidote of Song. So I just want to share that with people as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, but also you're doing also a couple of things coming up in July. The Maine Fiddle Camp because you're a fiddle player, and yeah, so let's yeah maybe tell us a bit about that too.
Yeah. I It starts in June. In June, there's a weekend and a week of Maine Fiddle Camp coming up. Um, so I'll be there teaching with Bennett Konesni, who wrote that song. We co-teach there, um, and that ends, and then immediately after that, I launch into Atlantic Challenge, which is not a strictly musical event, but is this
Okay.
year, um, and it has been more and more recently. It's a rowing and sailing and seamanship um, based trip, and there's a series of trips actually, basically throughout the whole month of July, um, and we row and sing. Um,
Sounds amazing.
yeah, it's so fun, and that's also with Bennett. He is the he spent a lot of his younger years researching work songs around the world, and his project is how to get singing into everyday life and work and rhythms. And
Mhm.
um, so we're having the first week of that is going to be heavy music focused, rowing, sailing, singing, etc. And then the rest will sprinkle in as we need it because it's amazing to see how the songs really keep us together in the boat and like
Mm.
can help us go for a lot longer as we're rowing these like 13-mile passages sometimes. Um, it's like you can the time will fly and you can go for so much longer than you'd think if you have songs to keep you going and like yeah, it's amazing.
It sounds incredible. So, where are these songs traditional songs or new things?
We totally source from all over the place. So we
Okay.
sometimes will sing some traditional songs. Some of it's new material. We write new things all the time or improvise on the spot
Uh-huh.
according to what is needed by the rhythms and the energy that we need. And we often make up lyrics as we go too, because that really um, keeps it relevant, keeps your mind working and creative as your body is engaged in this repetitive motion.
Yeah.
Um, and sometimes we'll sing like old pop songs. You know, it's like
Yeah.
whatever fits the rhythm that we need.
Hmm. Wow, it sounds amazing. It sounds like an incredible sort of fitness builder. I can't I can't quite imagine rowing. Um, Rowing and singing sounds demanding. So which were you first? Were you a singer first or a rower first?
Oh, I was a singer first. I grew up in New Mexico where there was very little water, so
You're not
I
going to do
came
much
out.
rowing there,
Yeah,
are
yeah,
you?
not too much rowing there. Yeah, yeah,
No.
that happened for me after I moved to Belfast.
Yeah, and so yes, that I guess the kind of there's because there's a lot of work song stuff that has that repetitive actions and there's a thing in the Hebrides here which is called walking songs and they're not
Yeah,
actually walking, they're walking, which is like pounding tweed in time. There's some amazing
yeah,
Gaelic songs that I've learned a few of those, but I think the idea of the rowing because it's so physical, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's surprising how it's really perfect actually for call and response songs,
Mm.
um, because you need that space to breathe.
Yeah, you get a
You're
break.
sensing every moment, and that's why like finding the right songs is really important. But I find it actually helps me regulate my breath also.
Mm. Great. Yes,
Yeah.
because you have to conserve, I guess you have to use your energy really economically so that you don't, so you've got the endurance of, how long does 13 miles take to row then?
Oh boy, that really depends. Depends on yeah, depends on how good the snacks are, what the weather's like,
Okay.
um, how many funny lyrics we can come up with.
Okay.
But like, and usually we don't row a solid 13 miles. These boats have masts that you can raise and lower as well. So if we have good wind, we'll sail a bit and then we'll row and then we'll sail and we'll row. Um, so it can take anywhere from like a half a day to a whole day.
Yeah. Great. And
Yeah.
when you put the sail up, do you sort of play the fiddles and sing
Mm.
and sail?
I wish we could. There'd be maybe room for one person to do that, but these boats are really unique in the sense that they require at least 6 people, but more like 10 to actually sail them. And you need
Oh,
to move
okay.
around a lot because every
Uh-huh.
time you tack or jibe, you need to raise and lower the sail and move it around the mast. So there's a lot of movement, and fiddles would go overboard, I think,
Hopeless. Yes, not a good
potentially.
idea. I've sort of got like Vikings in my mind.
It looks I you're not far off. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. It sounds brilliant. Okay, so we've got another few minutes, and I just think it'd be really lovely. Could we sing the song again
Yes,
all the way
definitely.
through? Because it's so brilliant. And it's interesting, isn't it, that thing of what the right thing is, the right song. And sometimes if you just relax your kind of planning mind, something else will just arrive as the
Yeah.
right one.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, I do find that sometimes. Yeah.
And I often
Okay.
hope, like, sometimes if I sit and relax, that something new will come out of me. And so far, all of them are coming out of Bennett. I feel like Bennett writes the songs and then I sing the songs. So y'all should really look him up too. He has a website, I think maybe Anna posted it,
Yes.
worksongs.org. He's just like churning out a new song a day right now and is working on a new Patreon strategy to fund his constant songwriting. So I
Okay.
encourage y'all to support him because I really appreciate those people who can channel um, their creativity into new things that the world needs. And
Mm.
yeah, he's one of those. So,
Great.
um,
Well, maybe he'll be on the Daily Antidote soon. I know
yeah,
he's on
definitely.
Anna's list. Anna
Yeah,
said he's on the list.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, somebody wants to know where you're coming from because she wants to know what the birds are that are singing in the background.
Oh, well, I right now am not where I live. I'm in Portland, Maine. I live in Belfast, Maine, but I'm down in Portland today. Um,
Okay.
so, but the birds are probably pretty similar. There've been many. I spent a long time this morning actually watching a couple mourning doves fly down from their nest and pick up branches to add to their collection. It's been
Oh,
a,
wow.
yeah, really sweet vacation morning at my friend's house.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's great when you can have time to do stuff like that, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it's so needed. And it really is like the first day in a long time for me that I've had like a morning where I could just stay home and I laid in the hammock. I like watched the
Ah,
birds. Oh, it was so good.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Sounds great.
All right. Well,
Okay.
on that note, let's sing the
Yeah.
song again. And thanks again. It's just been really a delight to be here with you and good to chat and good to see you all and sing with you all. Well, is it black or white? Is it black or white? And is it day or night? Is it day or night? Is the dawn the day's beginning or evening's end? Is the dawn the day's beginning or evening's end? Is it unjust or fair? Is it unjust or fair? Is it land or air? Is it land or air? Is the delta the old river or the new sea? Is the delta the old river or the new sea? And the more I think about it all, I find it's both and the more I think about it all, I find it's both and. So are you blue or red? Are you blue or red? Are you alive or dead? Are you alive or dead? Is the winter the end of fall or the beginning of spring? Is the winter the end of fall or the beginning of spring? Are you asleep or awake? Are you asleep or awake? Will you give or take? Will you give or take? And is life a box of chocolates or a can of worms? Is life a box of chocolates or a can of worms? And the more I think about it all, I find it's both and. And the more I think about it all, I find it's both and. Well, are you in or are you out? Are you in or are you out? And will you whisper or shout? Will you whisper or shout? Is a rest an empty space or a silent note? Is a rest an empty space or a silent note? And as you live and die, as you live and die, will you laugh or cry? Will you laugh or cry? Will you sing a celebration or dirge? Will you sing a celebration or dirge? And the more I think about it all, I find it's both and the more I think about it all, I find it's both and the more I think about it all, I find it's both and.
And whoa, that was so beautiful. Thanks
Yay,
so much to you, Mia. And pass our thanks on to Bennett too. It's a really
will do,
beautiful song,
will
beautifully
do.
sung.
Thanks so much for
Amazing.
having me.
Oh, it's been a real treat. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks so
Thank
much for
you.
joining us today. And
You're
I think
welcome.
now I'm going to look at Anna and say it's time for us to say goodbye to Facebook Live. That's right, isn't it? Oh dear. Yeah, well, goodbye, Facebook Live.